to the Kansas City Symphony Showhouse, which utilizes an environmentally friendly approach to interior design. Hi, I'm Carson Greene. I'm joined today with two collaborators of this great environmentally friendly room, interior designer and head of interior directions and allied member of ASID, Susan Prestia. Susan, how are you today?
I'm fine, Carson. How are you?
Very good, Susan. Thank you very much. Also joining us today is Lyon, who is a certified remodeler with Lyon Construction and Design, LLC, as well as a board member at large for the Missouri West, Kansas chapter of the ASID. Clay, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, thank you.
I'll start things off with Susan. What is the room that you have created here?
We've created a metrosexual room, a sustainable space for the thinking man.
Clay, which kind of person did you have in mind that would be in this type of room?
We had envisioned this for the man of the house when he needs to get away, yet still remain connected. And I mean connected to not only his home, but to some degree his family, maybe his work, and certainly the outside world too.
And Susan, how about yourself? Which kind of person did you have in mind that would be in this type of room?
What we have in mind for this type of room is a well-educated, stately gentleman who is with the trends and the times of today, but spends time with his family.
Now, a question for the both of you. Why did you choose the particular materials that you did to use in this room?
Well, we really wanted to emphasize green products, so we looked for sustainable materials and to some degree materials that were locally sourced also.
We consider the trends, the color trends that are happening in today's lifestyles, one of which is very connected with the apparel. So you can take a look at the runways, fashion shows, and actually take those color palettes and interpret it right into the home. Years ago, there was many years in between it, but not today. Some of the other things that are pertinent in today's trends are sustainable products which utilize natural and reusable materials. Our flooring is a reusable product. Our window treatment is a product to prevent UV rays from coming into the room, and we've also used zero VOC paint for our walls.
So like with any productive project, what was the timeline that you were working with to bring all these intricate details together?
It takes about 2 months to collaborate with our vendors on the concept of our room, and about 2 months to actually put it into production.
So did your location determine the effect of your design and selection of materials with the point that you're being in Kansas City versus somewhere else that is known for their local architecture or local themes?
Yes, I'd say the components that went into our decision involved or included available light coming in the windows, the size of the room, to some degree the location of the windows and doors, the obvious placement of furniture, the general layout, all of those were considerations.
just hearing about this room and seeing how it all came together, I was wondering which part of this design process are you or will you use in future design processes for upcoming projects?
Not only will we continue to consider sustainable options when designing a space, but we're always trying to find ways to combine the traditional architecture of our clients' houses with a more modern or contemporary look.
Okay, Susan, maybe you can help me understand how you came to make the decision for what materials to use in the room, like the particular materials that were used.
We use sustainable products because they are eco-friendly, which means that they're materials that have been recycled or are of natural resources.
Where can someone like myself that would like to know more about these environmentally friendly interior design materials go to, whether it be a website or anything like that? Susan, any comments?
Well, they can come to Clay Lyons or myself. We'd be more than happy to accommodate them and answer any questions that they might have. But some of the other websites that they could take a look at, U.S. Green Building Council, which has a great website and can give them information. We also have Green Guard, which is a company that actually tests all of the green products that are out there. And we have ASID, which is the design chapter that Clay and I also belong to. You can go to their website. They will give you information on it, as well as link you to other websites that have information on sustainability. We have local dealers here in town, one of which is called Elements of Green, which all of their products that they sell are green products for the home.
Clay, is there any other place where I can go myself?
Nationally, from a remodeling standpoint, there's a couple different websites that are very helpful. The United States Green Building Council, USGBC, has an outstanding website for information. The National Association of the Remodeling Industry, NARI, has some great information on their website also. And so does the National Kitchen and Bath Association, nkba.org. If you Google any one of those acronyms, you'll find their website pretty easily, and with some quick clicking, you can find the green sources and information you're looking for.
What are the latest trends in green design and remodeling? Clay?
Good question. From a remodeling standpoint, certainly the use of sustainable materials and a tighter building envelope, which means we're doing a much better job of sealing cracks, insulating very heavily to keep the heat or cool in the house, and more efficient appliances too.
And Susan, any latest trends in green design or remodeling that you know of that you can share with us right now?
Well, one of the latest trends that here in the Kansas City area that's been going on is heated flooring. It is radiant heating that goes underneath the tiles to warm your feet. And when you warm extremities of your body, you can reduce your temperature in your room down, which is a very energy cost efficient way of warming a room.
If I wanted to do the same thing at my place, how would I go about finding the right designer and remodeler for my home?
Well, we encourage people to talk to their friends and neighbors for referrals. That's the great first step. Of course, the next step would be to interview some of those referrals, get a good feeling for how they work, and ask a lot of questions. And finally, we say it's best to use your intuition. Generally, your intuition is spot on, and you'll know when you found the right person.
Clay made a great point about going to your friends and asking them for referrals. This is very key because you do get some great information, but you can take that information and check it online. Go to asid.org. They have a referral service there that you can check on the individual designers there. I know that NARI and some of the other construction places also offer it as well. And then interview your designers and your contractors to see who you find would be comfortable to work with and give you the best service.
If I wanted to save on my home energy cost, what are the best things I should do? Clay?
Typically, we find that for most houses, and certainly almost all older homes, the best thing to do is to seal the leaks and gaps that you find at windows, doors, and other locations at your home. Often those add up to basically having 2 windows open, and you wouldn't do that through the summer or winter. So that's very important. That's probably the number one thing. Secondly, adding attic insulation is key because almost all old houses just don't have enough, and heat escapes through your roof, so that will keep everything cozy and warm. I'd say after that, having a professional come in and do a home energy audit is a great idea because they can identify other sources for savings, such as your boiler or your furnace or your air conditioner or even appliances and other things. So those are the 3 things we recommend to start with.
And Susan, any steps I can take?
Actually, you can buy products that help save energy, that are energy smart appliances. But probably some of the best money spent is to work with a qualified interior designer or a qualified contractor because they know where to get these products for you and can expedite your project in a timely fashion.
Well, thank you so very much for the both of you sharing your thoughts and details on how this room came about. And Clay, thank you so very much for joining us.
Yeah, man.
And Susan, thank you so very much for joining me.
Carson, thank you very much.
I'm Carson Greene. Enjoy the rest of the Kansas City Symphony Showhouse of 2011.